your forecast first. Sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. There are some 50s out there right now in Danville and Paris. We're sitting at 59 degrees. Lower 60s indicator, not quite there yet, but I think we are going to be noticing a lot more of that comfortable air either way as we start off this morning at mid-60s in Springfield, while at 63 in Mattoon and 62 in Bloomington. Our temperatures, they climb back up into more of the 80s as we go later on into the day, and we're climbing back up to more of the upper 80s in a few spots, too, as we go later on into this evening. A lot of sunshine. Things are going to start to turn a lot more hot, though, as we go deeper into the week. First, we'll have to deal with the chance of storms tomorrow, and that could produce a risk of severe weather. We'll talk about that chance, plus all the pop-up storms that could be around with more of the summer-like pattern late into the week and into the weekend coming up. WCIA 3 News starts now.
And good morning. I'm McLeod Hageman. Christy has the day off. Well, here's a look at today's top stories across the area, in person, in mixed, or virtual learning. So the options Champaign educators are debating this week when it comes to sending students and teachers back into the classroom this fall. WCIA 3's Karina Rubio joins us live in Champaign this morning with an idea of how these options will affect you and your family. Karina.
Matt, good morning. Board members deliberated for hours last night with many concerned faculty members and parents weighing in. And with so much unpacked in last night's meeting, there's still a lot of lingering questions left. There was a lot of talk about the students that the ISBE says falls into the triage of education delivery. That includes students with IEPs and 504 plans, English learners, children under 13, and students without internet, as well as those students who typically benefit from additional in-person instruction. Some people argued those students should be the first to get back into the classroom, but others said, well, that's ideal in meeting their needs. It still puts them at risk.
We're still putting them in the building. How does it look if, to them, not necessarily to us or to the outsider, how does it feel to be those students in that room? They notice that their classmates, whom they were in class with 6 short months ago, are not there.
With a tentative school schedule putting elementary versus middle and high school students inside a classroom at different days, parents also ask the question, what do you do when it comes to setting up different child care plans if you work and have kids in different grades? Superintendent Susan Zola is set to hold a press conference later this afternoon, so if you still have some lingering thoughts or questions, make sure you send those in to us through email or send us a message on Facebook, and we'll work to get some answers for you. Reporting, Karina Rubio, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
All right, thank you, Karina. An employee in the Mount Pulaski School District is now self-quarantined. The employee tested positive for COVID-19 after coming into contact with other staff members and students. Everyone who was in contact has been notified, and they aren't allowed to be involved in any school activities for at least 2 weeks or until they test negative.
The skies right now are very clear, and another nice sunrise ahead for us as we go on into this morning. And looks like we're going to be dealing with a lot more of the sunshine again heading into the afternoon, too, as we'll stay clear. Roofing Dog Guided Weather Camera Network, all is fine there. No worries about any rain. It is going to be warming up a bit more today, and that's because we'll have high pressure move a little farther to the south and to the east, and that's going to help to bring back more of a southeasterly wind as opposed to more of the northeasterly one that we had into the day yesterday. Plenty of sunshine and a bit more of the heat going to be around too, but we keep the storms off to the west for today. As this area of high pressure starts to work its way farther to the east, and then we will start to notice more of those storms coming in into the day tomorrow. 66 in Springfield, Champaign at 61, and at 60 in Bloomington, Indiana. South Bend at 59 degrees. We got a few 50s for us too, closer to the Illinois-Indiana state line. But we do warm up going into the afternoon. We have a lot more of that sunshine to come too, but the afternoon heading into the day tomorrow could be a bit stormy and could even bring in a chance of severe weather. Behind all of that and heading into the end of the work week and into the weekend, scorching heat ahead for us with highs back into the 90s and heat indices, yeah, probably back up to around that 100 mark. We'll give you more details on that here in a bit. Mac?
All right, thank you, Adam. Well, Urbana police are working to learn who fired shots near a grade school. This happened last night in a parking lot at the corner of North Goodwin and Fairview Avenues. That's across the street from Martin Luther King Jr. Elementary School. Witnesses say police were marking bullet casings on the ground as evidence. We're working to learn whether any arrests have been made. Well, better late than never. That's the message from tenants in one Central Illinois neighborhood. An apartment complex in Champaign is adding some security upgrades after the Gramercy Park Apartments has been the site of at least 2 shootings so far this year. The complex is on the West White Street area, and changes are on the way to limit the people who can come and go. WCIA 3's Courtney Bunting has that story.
If you drive along White Street, you may have noticed something new in the works at Gramercy Park. It comes in the form of new fencing and a front entrance booth. Alexis Jones visits the area a lot. She says the upgrades are a good idea.
I hope that this helps, because it is a lot of shooting going on and a lot of crazy stuff.
Just this year, there have been several shootings in the area around the apartment complex. 2 happened on their property. One of those killed James Coleman from Rantoul. Kanaya Johnson says these security changes may not be enough to help.
Oh, I think they need about 5 security guards every shift, morning, noon, and night. It's not me. I'm not worried. I'm just worried about these little kids out here.
A spokesperson says the additions will fence in the complex completely. A private security company will be manning this booth, and guests will have to check in before entering. People living there will have an access card. But they say those projects are just to, quote, remain competitive in the market. LaShawn Adams says she's just excited something is being done.
You don't want your kids outside when they're shooting. So, I mean, we've been outside when I've heard shots before, early in the morning. So, yeah, they definitely need to get security guards out here.
And police have since arrested Keith Baker for killing James Coleman. The 24-year-old man turned himself over to police. Investigators said a fight happened during a gathering and Coleman was eventually killed. Jury selection gains momentum for a man charged in a toddler's death. Anthony Myers was charged with murder and endangering the life of 2-year-old Tanaya Barnes. Now, Tanaya was found dead in a Decatur home last year. She died from cold exposure, dehydration, malnutrition, and neglect. Her mother has since pleaded guilty to murder. She's serving a 20-year sentence at this time. Meantime, time is running out to file your taxes. The April 15 deadline was pushed back to tomorrow because of the pandemic. The Illinois Department of Revenue says about 15% of people still have not filed. And there's another deadline a few months away. Lawmakers are encouraging everyone to fill out their census reports. Now, Central Illinois could lose money for important resources if the Bureau doesn't collect accurate numbers. 55 federal programs use census data to determine where money goes in states and communities. That includes money for health care, education, and even road construction.
The Champaign County Regional Planning Commission coordinates the Champaign County Area Complete Count Committee, and we are trying to count each and every person, count them only once and in the right place.
And this is the first year you can fill out the census online. That deadline now is October 31st. Well, you've likely eaten catfish, but have you ever thought about where it came from? Coming up in this morning's Harvest Heritage Report, we'll explain how these fish homes are built. We'll be right back.
You're watching WCIA 3, your local news leader. Now, here's something to hitch your wagon to. The Unleash Power, the John Deere 3D Compact Utility Tractor. Unprecedented standard towing capacity and ground-gripping four-wheel drive, all in a compact size. Haul one away today.
So you'd give that a 4 or 5 star, right?
I'd give it a 12 star. I could. Try It Tuesday goes online shopping. From a $30 dress to a capsule wardrobe. Next Rachel.
Today at 3 on WCIA 3.
Ready to sell your home in 2020? With a guaranteed offer from Ryan Dallas Real Estate, skip the process of listing your home and go straight to sold. Closing in as little as 3 weeks. Stay hassle-free with Ryan Dallas Real Estate's guaranteed offer. It's selling made simple.
Hi folks, I'm Brad. And I'm John with Kramer Siding and Window Company. And we want to tell you about some new sales we're offering.
Right now we're offering 25% off preservation windows, 25% off preservation siding, and 25% off doors.
Brad, that's on entry doors, patio doors, and storm doors?
Sure is, John. So give us a call today to schedule your free estimate. And remember, at Kramer, we don't just do a little of everything, we do a lot of everything.
At Iroquois Federal, we celebrate those who are unique because they make the world a more interesting place. They may not stand on convention, but they seldom follow the crowd, doing their own thing in their own way. But they always get it done, and it's our privilege to join them, offering a different kind of partner every step of the way. Iroquois Federal. Different rules.
Don't spend your time wandering around the web. For the most concise local news and accurate weather coverage, turn to WCIA.com.
Now, here's something to hitch your wagon to. The Unleash Power, the John Deere 3D Compact Utility Tractor. Unprecedented standard towing capacity and ground-gripping four-wheel drive, all in a compact size. Haul one away today.
Live from your local news leader, Christy Batista, McLeod Hageman, and Central Illinois' most accurate forecast with meteorologist Adam Claybon. You're watching The Morning Show on WCIA 3.
Well, there are a number of fishing clubs in the Champaign-Urbana area, but most people don't really think about where that fish is coming from. WCIA 3's Stu Ellis takes a closer look in this morning's Harvest Heritage Reports.
Tucked away in the Shelbyville Moraine near Ramsey is a catfish haven, owned and operated by Norman and Nelvin Wilson. It began with their father 50 years ago, who converted corn, beans, and pasture into a fish farm.
Well, we all worked together as a family. Norman was 12 years old when he learned to drive the bulldozer building the ponds. Took us 7 years to finish them. We're using 15 ponds now on 60 acres, and it covers about 50 acres of water.
There's channel cat from fry up to 8 pounds. The ideal is if they're in a pond crowded for the first year, and they go from fry up to about 8 inches. So it's about a 2.5-year cycle to get them from the egg to a marketable fish. Our current customer base is sportsmen's clubs in the Bloomington area and the Champaign area, such as the North Fork Sportsman's Club by Hoopston, Sedaris Sportsman's Club just west of Pesodum, and the Stanford Sportsman's Club over at Bloomington.
Got the chance to buy this. My dad and I went in together with it and retired from school and just started fishing. For 37 years we fished and enjoyed every minute of it.
We're to the point where all this hard work's beginning to take a toll on us. So we'd love for someone younger to take over and raise fish. We're getting help from the younger generation a little bit, but too many of them moved away to greener pastures, I guess.
That's our report from the fish farm. I'm Stu Ellis with WCIA 3, your local news leader.
So the skies are looking very clear and sunny here across Coles County, and your Roofing Dog Eye Net First Mid weather camera going to be staying dry again today, just like yesterday. This time around, maybe a bit more of that heat to go along with our afternoon, but this morning is feeling very comfortable. Clear skies in place, temperatures in the lower 60s and upper 50s, Danville at 59. Springfield, we're in the mid 60s at 66, and that warmer air mass that is going to be around today, it's coming in from the west, so we're already starting to feel some of those effects. 60 indicators, 62 in Bloomington. More of a wind out of the east, coming in about maybe 5 miles per hour in some spots. A lot of areas currently noticing no wind at all. We'll see more of that southeasterly tilt, though, to the wind, which will help to bring back the slightly warmer air as we go into the latter part of the day. 2 p.m., here we are, still very clear and sunny. 5:30 this evening. Still very clear and not a whole lot changing either as we head on into the night. So clear skies will allow us to once again drop down to some comfortable ranges as we'll get closer to those seasonal averages. But then tomorrow morning, 6 a.m., a lot of the clear skies will begin to start to be taken over by this cloudy sky and more of the storm chances too that will come in late into the morning and into the afternoon, which could even bring in a chance of some stronger storms. 88 degrees today, southeast winds between 5 to 15 miles per hour. We'll top off near 90 tomorrow with those scattered storms around, and an isolated pop-up storm could be around for Thursday. We'll be back.
WCIA 3 News is sponsored by Bard Optical.
I'm Heather Roberts, and this is Rooted in Retirement. We're hanging out today with Zach Gray. Hey, Zach.
Excited to be here with you.
And you've got exciting news to share with us.
Well, we've got a little change for sure. We've spent some time together on the CI Living set, and there's been a big change for branding for my firm.
And what is our new name?
Well, Rooted Wealth Advisors is really kind of what we came up with after going back to the drawing board. We wanted to get away from Wall Street. We didn't know exactly where to pivot to, and we just kept coming back to this idea of roots. And for me, that's blue collar, that's being a farm kid and kind of growing up in small town America. I don't know, just Wall Street didn't fit here, and we just thought, let's make some transition, and that's what we came up with.
So why the change, though?
Well, you know, for years, we've been asking some of our clientele, you know, does this best represent us? And years ago, when I became an independent financial advisor, I got into an agreement, bought into another firm, Wall Street Financial Group, and then ultimately kept the brand. It just made sense, right? It just, you know, these folks knew that brand for a period of time. Over time, though, there was this question, does it really fit us? And the answer for myself, my team, for even our clients, it just didn't work, right? It just was something that just didn't set right with them.
And I'm going to guess now with the change with the name, there's going to be some changes to your website for people to reach out to you.
Yeah, they can go to rootedretirement.com. And actually, our old website will directly forward, but rootedretirement.com is where they can find information about myself, about the team, about everything that we've got going on. And I think the neat thing is that while the brand changed, there's not a lot else that did change. My team's still the same. We still work with our clients the exact same way, prospective clients the exact same way. And so it's just really a brand change. That's really the only thing that was this big change for us. It's a big one, but the messaging, the branding, I think that it's really important to get that right.
Absolutely. I love that you still have that passion for helping people with their finances. To connect with Zach and his team at Rooted Wealth Advisors, check out rootedretirement.com.
Well, here's a look at stories topping national headlines this morning. Surging coronavirus cases are reported in certain spots across the United States, like California and Florida. California is going back into lockdown mode. The state has ordered most indoor public places to close their doors once again. That includes bars, restaurants, and houses of worship. The move comes as more than 40 states cope with more cases. More than 135,000 people have died in the United States since the outbreak was first reported back in January. Officials say they're confident they've recovered the remains of former Glee star Naya Rivera. The 33-year-old actress was reported missing while boating with her 4-year-old son on July 8th. On Monday, divers found a body floating in the area of Lake Peru, where Rivera was last seen. Investigators say she may have died after saving her child from drowning. Well, the NFL's Washington Redskins are no more. The team said it was retiring its name and logo on Monday. They've been using it since 1933. The move came amid growing complaints that the Redskins' name was offensive to Native Americans. Owners have not yet announced what the new name will be. Well, we told you about Rantoul's newest sports complex. Still to come on the morning show, why more athletes will be competing in Central Illinois for many years to come. I'll be right back.
When I grow up, I'm going to have my own place with my own housekeeper and no more yard work.
I will have my meals cooked for me, and I will have
Assisted living at Autumn Fields is everything you dreamed. Delicious home-cooked meals and countless activities with friends. With 3 Central Illinois locations, you'll love your new carefree life. Reserve a private tour today and welcome home to Autumn Fields.
It is a great reward when you can see people get back their lives and you can see their physical health change, you can see it in their face, you can see it in their eyes, their commitment to treatment. It's great to see.
Today at 4 on CI Living, since we're smack dab in the middle of summer, Chuck and Pam will unveil their all-time favorite summer movies, plus what changes to expect the next time you head to the Urbana Public Library. It's all coming up today on CI Living.
WCIA 3 would like to hear about one good thing that happened in our community, and we'll share those stories on our Sunday News at 10 and The Morning Show. Email news@WCIA.com or share on the WCIA 3 News Facebook page. Sponsored by Carriage Crossing.
Celebrate your freedom in style during the extended July 4th sale at Furniture Row. Save big on every sofa, every dining table, and every bed. Plus 4 years, no interest, and free shipping. Hurry, the extended July 4th sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
Seeing the joy that people feel when they share a meal with family and friends, that's why we do this. The laughter of kids around the table, the thrill of families driving through for a treat, the delight of not having to cook, and instead letting us safely serve you. It all comes back to taking care of each other. And for that, we'll be here with your favorites and always a smile.
Celebrate the freedom of a great night's sleep during the extended July 4th sale at Denver Mattress. Save 25% on our entire Doctor's Choice lineup, or check out the Summit Firm, only $189.99. Plus 4 years, no interest, and free shipping. But hurry, the extended July 4th sale at Denver Mattress ends soon.
Well, more baseball and softball games will be coming to Rantoul. The city just signed a 5-year deal with Game Day to host events at their brand new complex. They plan to have 11 annual weekend events. Those will include teams from several different states and even Canada. Construction of the sports complex is still happening and should be done by next spring. Well, many people have been waiting to see what sports will look like this year. They're wondering whether college athletes will get the chance to play, and one league has already made the call. WCIA 3's Gabrielle Cook explains.
This is something that has been on all student athletes' minds, whether or not they'll be able to participate in their sport in the fall.
I think the initial response is one of actually, kind of relief that there's still a possibility that we could play.
NJCAA has officially announced that a majority of seasons will be moved to the spring semester. Some close contact sports will be able to start practice in the beginning of August. Competitions will not be allowed yet. All winter sports will begin competition in January, and spring sports will stay normal with a few minor changes. Parkland Athletics Director Brendan McHale says presidents from schools in the Midwest Athletic Conference will meet Tuesday to figure out their next steps.
There's a lot of pieces, moving parts, and we're still trying to figure out how we can do what's not only safe for our student athletes, but also for our community as well.
Parkland basketball coach Anthony Figueroa says the change would be an adjustment.
If we're only playing in the spring and we're allowed to do some stuff in the fall, it would probably be a lot different than what we're used to just because of the time gap. Some of our spring sports, baseball and softball, they're used to this type of setup, so we'd probably lean on those coaches a little bit for some insight.
In Champaign, I'm Gabrielle Cook, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
So the wind direction going to be a big change for us today. Instead of coming out of the northeast and helping to suppress some of those high temperatures, it's going to start to come more out of the southeast. And albeit known, the temperatures are not going to get out of hand. Humidity not going to come all that much back for us, but it is going to be a bit higher as we go later into the day. And we're starting to see at least a little bit of a change with winds coming out of the east this morning as opposed to more of that northeasterly flow. But not a lot of wind even when it is around. Currently seeing those winds around 5 to maybe 10 miles per hour, and still a lot of sunshine in place with high pressure near enough by. Roofing Dog INET Bratcher weather camera this morning, starting out with a temperature of 61 in Champaign. That east wind at 6 miles per hour, and that dew point still in a comfortable range at about 59. Temperature change from yesterday, not a big difference for many of our locations, but you are seeing a bit more of it over into Cass and Morgan counties, where we do have temperatures up by about 6 degrees, and that's the initial start of this air mass that's going to be heading its way in throughout today, and more so in place heading into the day for tomorrow. So we'll go from the 60s and the 50s this morning to around more the lower 80s by late this morning at about 11 a.m. into the afternoon. Mid and upper 80s for those highs. We'll see those numbers around 3, 4, maybe even 5 p.m. before we'll start to see those drop back again into the 60s for overnight lows. And then eventually we're back up into not only just the upper 80s, but possibly even some 90s by tomorrow afternoon. Heat index is not going to be too far off from where the actual air temperatures are for today, so the humidity still, again, in check. 88 in Bloomington, topping off at 85 in Paxton. Your high closer to 90 in Petersburg, and in Springfield might just barely get there. In Beardstown, high of 87 in Shelbyville, and closer to 87 in Marshall and in Paris, with tonight's forecast dropping us back down to 67 under more of those clear skies. Mac?
All right, thank you, Adam. Well, the attorney who previously sued the governor over his stay-at-home order has now filed a lawsuit against the IHSA. It's because student-athletes have to wear masks while playing inside, and that also includes outside if they're not social distancing. Thomas DeVore, an attorney from Litchfield, says the IHSA does not have the constitutional authority to enforce that. In the lawsuit, he argues that student-athletes would suffer damage as a result of wearing a mask while playing those sports. Well, we mentioned how the Washington Redskins say they're changing their name here in Central Illinois. We also have a high school team with the exact same mascot. The Sullivan School District has the same Redskins name. We reached out to see if they're planning to change their name, and they didn't get back to us. We also reached out to the IHSA, but they say that mascots are a local school decision, and they have no ability to regulate those names. Well, school may be out, but some teenagers are choosing to work over play, and the Boys and Girls Club of Decatur is helping them where they can. WCIA 3's Jamie Mays explains.
Some teenagers are learning what it takes to make money by doing summer jobs at the Decatur Boys and Girls Club. Students participating are 16 to 18 years old. Employees say they plan to have them working outside of the Boys and Girls Club, but because of COVID-19, they had to make adjustments. They decided having them work inside their building was safest. They do secretarial and yard work and help others with activities. It's offered through a partnership with Workforce Investment. The Teen Reach coordinator says the students are paid, but the program is more than just about earning money.
They do have to do a budget on how they're going to spend their money, so they can have their own funds. And then if they work, that'll kind of keep them out of trouble. You know, keep them away from places they shouldn't be.
They hope to continue the program into the fall. In Decatur, Jamie Mays, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
An area school is training students who are interested in operating heavy machinery. Danville Area Community College offered forklift operator training yesterday. The class provided information on the powered truck and the way it's made. Now, students got classroom and driving training. One instructor explains why she believes that class is so important.
I think for a lot of them, there's no place to practice. I mean, you can't easily just go rent a forklift and get on a forklift and learn on your own. So this gives them an opportunity to get a skill set that they didn't have, and they can see that they're not alone with others that are struggling maybe at the same pace that they are. And every one of my students usually comes out of here being able to drive.
And this training was offered to keep employees and others in the workforce up to date with the Occupational Hazard and Safety Administration. To learn more, you can visit our website at WCIA.com. Well, bracing for a different kind of school year still to come on the morning show. A closer idea of what to expect this fall as students head back to school. A live report from Central Illinois in just a moment.
WCIA 3 News is sponsored by Edelman Electric Plumbing and HVAC.
At Dick Van Dyke Appliance World in Champaign, we'll beat any competitor's deal. We'll beat any sales deal, any advertised deal, any negotiated deal, any internet deal. I guarantee the best deal on your next appliance purchase.
Angela's trying to decide to get this GE French door refrigerator from Dick Van Dyke or the big online dealer. Dick Van Dyke has fast repair service.
They don't.
A free 5 to 10 year protection plan.
They don't.
After delivery and warranty, we'll save her $67. She's buying from Dick Van Dyke Appliance World.
The Weiner Companies has been buying, selling, and managing Champaign County real estate for almost 50 years. If you have rental property, call the Weiner Companies today. We are your rental, real estate, and property management experts.
Home is more than just a place. It stands for family, for memories, for all the best things in life, now and in the future. Whether you're buying your first home, taking out a home equity loan, or refinancing your existing mortgage, Midwest America is a partner you can trust. And you can count on fast, personalized service, even after you close on your loan. Midwest America Federal Credit Union. For your home, for the future.
Captain Echo is the most wonderful man in the world. He stops to move small turtles off the road. He helps the elderly cross the street. Captain Echo even gets cats out of trees.
Yuck! Where's my Echo water?
Captain Echo makes sure that the water he sells is as pure as possible.
I don't always drink water, but when I do, I prefer Echo water. Stay thirsty, my friends.
Trust the summer lawn and garden experts at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. We have everything you need to create, maintain, and enjoy your ideal yard, all at great low prices. Like small bags of estate grass seed on sale for just $10.99. Plus, don't miss summer pet care deals like $3 off select bags of Purina Pro Plan dog food. And large bags of Farm and Fleet Performance Dog or Original Cat food are on sale, only $19.99.
Getting around isn't as easy as it used to be. That's why we called Bath Fitter. They removed our old tub and installed a beautiful new spacious shower. Now, getting in and out is a breeze. Thanks to Bath Fitter, we have a shower we love.
Learn more at bathfitter.com.
Well, thanks for joining us this morning. I'm McLeod Hageman. Christy has the day off. We have a number of important stories affecting you this morning. But first, here's a look at stories topping headlines.
Now from WCIA 3 News.
What's next for students this fall? Breaking down the latest school schedules and how your family will be affected. Plus, a spike in drownings. The reason more people are headed to lakes and ponds this year, and what to watch out for. And gunshots near an Urbana school. A look at the scene and whether anyone is in jail.
You're watching your local news leader. This is The Morning Show on WCIA 3 News.
In-person and mixed or virtual learning. Those are the options Champaign educators are debating this week when it comes to sending students and teachers back to the classroom this fall. WCIA 3's Karina Rubio joins us live in Champaign this morning with an idea of how these options will affect you and your family. Karina.
You know, Mac, it's safe to say that with school starting this fall, playgrounds will probably look a lot like this, pretty empty. And with so much unpacked in last night's board meeting, there's still a lot of lingering questions for faculty members and parents. There was a lot of talk about the students that the ISBE says fall into the triage of education delivery. That includes students with IEPs and 504 plans, English learners, children under 13, and students without internet, as well as those students who typically benefit from additional in-person instruction. Some people argue those students should be the first to get back into a classroom, but others said while that's ideal in meeting their needs, it still puts them at risk.
Urge the district to seek more feedback from families and district staff, and it has surveys are helpful in the start, but we are looking for some open discussion between all the impacted parties. This discussion would account for the students without internet access, students not from traditional two-parent nuclear households, and students with guardians with first languages other than English.
With the tentative school schedule putting elementary versus middle and high school students inside a classroom at different days, parents also asked the question, what do you do when it comes to setting up different child care plans if you work and have kids across different grades? Now, Superintendent Susan Zola is set to hold a press conference later this afternoon, so if you still have any concerns or questions, just email or send us a message on Facebook and we will be sure to get some answers for you. Live in Champaign, Karina Rubio, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Looks like we're going to be in store for an okay day again. Now, yes, hotter than yesterday, and we had this graphic around for yesterday, but now with yesterday over, this is going to be the next, the best day that we have here over the next 7-day stretch. As still not expecting to be as humid and no rain expected here as we go throughout this afternoon. But The humidity, that's going to climb up for sure heading into the day tomorrow, and there is a bit more of that heat that's going to be around later into the afternoon. But this morning, conditions are still fairly comfortable. 61 with that east wind at 6 miles per hour in Champaign on your Roofing Dog iNet Bratcher weather camera. Dew points, here they are, upper 50s and lower 60s, so still more into the comfortable range. And looking at how things are going to shape up for us throughout today, a lot of sunshine. No worries about the rain there or either as we head on into tonight. Early tomorrow morning, 6:30, we're still dry and I would say for the most part clear, but the clouds and the storms are going to start to whirl their way in from the west. And then by the time we head into more of tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening, we'll see how much of the energy is going to be in the atmosphere for some of these storms to really begin to grow off of. We have the possibility of severe weather during this time, and that line of storms will still be around even as we head into tomorrow evening, and possibly a few storms around for your Thursday as well. As far as the temperatures today, we'll climb up to around the mid and upper 80s before numbers drop tonight, falling into the 60s, 64 in Paxton, and I would say relatively mild in Watsika and in Danville. Closer to 67 in Monticello, 66 in Clinton. You're low down to 66 in Taylorville, maybe a bit warm and muggy farther west in Springfield and in Beardstown, in the upper 60s and lower 70s, with 62 in Marshall and 64 in Greenup, with tomorrow's forecast up to 89 with more of those storms on the way. We'll be back.
WCIA 3 News is sponsored by Ashley Home Store of Champaign.
The Deeples Auto Group has more great deals this month. Get 0% financing for 84 months on a 2020 Chevy Equinox. We're also offering $10,000 off MSRP on select new Acadias. If your vehicle doesn't have a Deepole sticker, you probably paid too much.
Now that businesses are reopening, Central Illinois knows who to call to get their lives back in order. They call Menold. Consider Menold sanitizing and disinfection service and see if it's the right choice for you. We've been your trusted partner in the community for over 40 years.
Find your keys. Find your get up and go. Find pants that aren't sweats. Find your friends. Find your sense of wonder. Find the world is new again. At Chevy, we'd like to take you there. Now, during the Chevy Open Road Sales Event, get up to 15% of MSRP cash back on select 2020 models. That's over $5,700 cash back on this Equinox. It's time to find new roads again.
For nearly 80 years, Bart Optical has been here for you and your family through all of life's challenges. As we all get used to the changes in our world, our doctors and staff are taking steps to keep you safe by wearing masks and following cleaning protocols. Our friendly staff will bring freshly cleaned frames to you to try on, and we will always use contactless measuring to make sure your lenses are perfect. In these trying times, Bart Optical is still here for you. Call today to schedule your next eye health exam. Bart Optical, vision for life.
As the Carpet One spokesdog, I work from home, but for a while now, so have my people. They're messing up my nap schedule. So I told them, go check out the Save Big Shop Small sale at Carpet One Floor and Home.
Deeples Auto Group's been named Buick Dealer of the Year. I'm Ron Deeples. Right now, you can lease a 2020 Buick Encore GX for only $259 a month, or a Buick Envision for only $299 a month. If your vehicle doesn't have a Deeples sticker, you probably paid too much.
Live from your local news leader, Christy Batista, McLeod Hageman, and Central Illinois' most accurate forecast with meteorologist Adam Claybon. You're watching The Morning Show on WCIA 3.
Well, here's a look at regional stories topping headlines this morning. Coronavirus cases are growing at an Iowa prison because of an outbreak. Officials say 74 more people have tested positive at the Fort Dodge Correctional Facility in the last 2 days. The new cases include 67 inmates and 7 staff members. That means more than 180 inmates have tested positive since the outbreak was first started, plus 16 employees. Nearly 1,400 tests have been conducted at the prison, and more than 13% have come back positive. alive. At least 2 inmates have died. Well, 1 person is dead and another is recovering after a shooting in St. Louis. The shooting happened around 8:15 last night near the St. Louis University campus. Police say it was a double shooting and they're working to learn exactly what happened. Well, the first execution in Terre Haute in 17 years has been put on hold. As we first told you on the morning show, convicted killer Daniel Lewis Lee was set to die by lethal injection yesterday, but a judge stopped that, saying she wants to hear more arguments about the government's lethal injection protocols. Lee killed 3 people in Arkansas in 1996. More executions were set to get underway at the Indiana prison in the next few months, but those have been put on hold. Well, Catholics recently gathered in Quincy to remember the man recognized as the first black Catholic priest. It came on the anniversary of Father Augustine Tolton's death. Father Tolton spent part of his childhood in Quincy. He attended seminary in Rome because no American seminary would accept a black man. Father Tolton spent several years serving in Quincy before transferring to Chicago. The mile-long procession began at his statue and ended at the cemetery where he was buried. Well, it's a matter of the state losing some money. Still to come on the morning show, why you need to fill out your census reports and how it could affect your bank account. We'll be right back.
Storm Tracker on WCIA 3, sponsored by SK Exteriors. No matter what type of weather is coming, Chief Meteorologist Kevin Livey and his team are ready.
Coming at him, so this is moving off to the...
We track every storm because no 2 storms are the same.
What are those roads like? I was out there earlier.
And no 2 towns will feel the same impact.
Storms have been tracking into the...
We're always here. SK Exteriors Storm Tracker on WCIA 3.
Tapman's Car Star would like to thank everyone who voted our business #1 for collision repair in the News Gazette's People's Choice Award. Tapman is a trusted name in collision repair. Be assured we're working even harder to remain the team you trust. Thank you.
Evergreen Place is an active assisted living community, perfect for the next stage of life. Every day is filled with opportunities to keep minds and bodies strong. From book clubs to cooking classes, gardening to fishing, seniors will find just the right thing to keep feeling great and loving life. Give us a call or visit us online to schedule your tour today. Evergreen Place, the place to be.
We are quality residential and commercial fencing, roofing, siding, and more. We are all things exteriors. We are the fence that keeps your kids playing safe in the yard. And the new roof and siding that keeps your home protected from the elements. We are an experienced and professional team that can handle anything you send our way. We are SK Exteriors, installers of quality.
Tapman's Car Star would like to thank everyone who voted our business #1 for collision repair in the News Gazette's People's Choice Award. Tapman is a trusted name in collision repair. Be assured we're working even harder to remain the team you trust. Thank you.
So we're expecting to see quite the bit of rain here over the next 7 days. Could add up to about maybe 2 inches in some spots farther north into the west. Farther south is where we could see anywhere between about 1 inch to 1.5 inches, and maybe some slightly lower spots across southern parts of Sangamon County and getting closer to Macoupin and southern parts of Morgan County. Overall, though, still a wet period ahead. We're going to see some drier days here throughout today and maybe heading into the end of the work week. But even then, the end of the work week, those pop-up showers and storms could help to produce maybe a bit more of that rain for us. So that's going to be yet to be seen, but hey, as we start out this morning, no worries about rain at all on your Roofing Dog iNet Flooring America weather camera. Springfield, things looking beautiful and quite sunny. Storm chances tomorrow are going to bring in a risk of severe weather, and chances are a little higher than what we were looking at yesterday, as now more of that slight risk is now out for pretty much everybody here across central Illinois. As far as our temperatures right now, lower 60s in Champaign and in Effingham, 66 in Springfield, 68 in Chicago, showers and storms, there they are off to the west, but we eventually are going to see more of a cluster start to arrive as we go later into the day tomorrow. Now, this is going to be the thing. We'll head into tomorrow morning, and we're going to have to keep an eye out for where these storms are. If they're coming in tomorrow morning and the clouds are already in place, then that might help to stabilize the atmosphere a little more, which will mean that severe weather won't be as widespread, but still possible. But if they're coming in more into the afternoon and into the evening, that's when we're going to have that heat and humidity already building back into the area, and that will mean more energy for the storms to really become strong off of. Later on into the week, storm chances are going to be more hit or miss variety, and those isolated storms still are going to be around for the weekend too, as really the heat's going to be the main story for us by that time, with 94 on Sunday, and then we start off next work week at 96, and the dew points staying quite high too during that time, with those ranging between about 70 to 80, and a lot of heat still yet to come late into the month of July. Today, 88 degrees, mostly sunny skies, only slightly warmer as we'll stay dry. We'll be back.
Join us for a statewide road trip to amazing family destinations.
You'll find over 500 species of trees right here at the Clem Arboretum, some not seen anywhere else in the world.
Thursday on WCIA 3 News at 6.
In this job, you will all be put to the test. America's toughest workers.
I retired from the Marine Corps. I'm a firefighter.
Will battle each other at real job sites.
All you have to do is put one of these cars in a box. Finally being able to brake something.
Don't cut your cord.
Focus.
I want to see how tough I am.
Tough as Nails. New episode Wednesday, 8/7 Central on CBS.
WCIA 3 News is sponsored by Oakwood Restoration and Blasting Services.
Green Gardens is an assisted living memory care facility that specializes in Alzheimer's and dementia care. Green Gardens is a small, fun, family-oriented community. We are taking reservations now. Call today and schedule your tour.
If you dream of starting a business, a partnership with Prospect Bank is the secret ingredient you need. I'm Angela Carr, and together we can develop an original recipe of lending options to get your business up and running.
With a wide selection of made-to-order deposit products, working with me, Laura Weatherall, can make running your business even sweeter than you thought.
Owning your own business is hard work.
That's why we stand alongside you
until there's icing on the cake.
Visit one of Adams Memorial's 14 locations for your personalized custom needs.
At Christie Clinic, we've implemented necessary changes in the way we're delivering care to protect you, your family, our team members, and the community. Your local providers are still here caring for you, just in different ways. Telehealth appointments, in-person appointments with enhanced precautions, convenient care. All appointments are open, and Christie Clinic is now scheduling elective procedures. We're here and ready to see you. Stay well with Christie Clinic.
Dear Penny, heads we stay local, tails we hit the road. With a new Toyota, you'll always land a winner. Your friends, Toyota. Toyota.
WCIA 3 News is sponsored by Kramer's Siding and Windows.
Well, Illinois has more than 4,800 teaching vacancies. The State Board of Education keeps a running total of unfilled positions on its websites. The list is scheduled to be updated in October. Several schools in the Springfield districts are hiring right now. A virtual job fair for the Ball-Chatham School District will be held at some point tomorrow. And bus drivers are also in demand around the state. Champaign has several openings, including Springfield as well. First Student is hiring experienced and non-experienced drivers at this point. Well, stick with us. Your Morning Rush headlines are coming up next. We'll be right back.
This portion of WCIA 3 News is brought to you by Roofs by Roger.
One nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and
Pledge of Allegiance on WCIA 3 is brought to you by Tuscola Home Center.
Tuscola Home Center and Awesome Machines in Tuscola and Savoy want to remind you to always remember everything our stars and stripes stand for and never forget the sacrifices to those who serve to keep it flying over this great nation.
Deeples Auto Group's been named Buick Dealer of the Year. I'm Ron Deeples. Right now, you can lease a 2020 Buick Encore GX for only $259 a month, or a Buick Envision for only $299 a month. If your vehicle doesn't have a Deeples sticker, you probably paid too much.
Jack of Slab Construction. We level with you. We give it to you straight. We don't exaggerate. We're on the level in all we do. Sidewalks, tilts, and drives are cracking. We're gonna level without mud jacking. Jack of Slab Construction.
Ultra fast, insanely powerful, fiber-powered internet with speeds from 60 meg up to 1 gig, supercharged home Wi-Fi, and 99.99% network reliability. It's gonna rock your world. Take your internet to the extreme, starting at just $19.99 a month for a year. Call 844-EXTREME2.
Their first steps are so important. Guide them in the right direction. Most parents vaccinate their children according to CDC's recommended immunization schedule. Make sure your baby has all recommended vaccines before age 2. Visit our website for more information.
I'm Ron Deeples with your choice of 2 great July deals. Get up to $11,000 off MSRP on new 2020 Ram, or save $4,000 off MSRP on a 2020 Jeep Gladiator. If your vehicle doesn't have a Deeples sticker, you probably paid too much.
You're watching WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Urbana police are working to learn who fired shots near a grade school. This happened last night at a parking lot at the corner of North Goodwin and Fairview Avenues. That's across the street from Martin Luther King Jr. Elementary School. Witnesses say police were marking bullet casings on the ground as evidence. We're working to learn whether any arrests have been made. A housing complex in Champaign is getting some security upgrades. Gramercy Park Apartments has been the site of 2 shootings this year, and one of them was deadly. Now, the complex is now in the process of adding a fence around their property, and people who live in that area will have to get through a card. Now, all guests will have to check in. People who live there say it's a necessary change.
You don't want your kids outside when they're shooting. So, I mean, we've been outside when I've heard shots before, like early in the morning. So, yeah, they definitely need to get security guards out here.
And the upgrades also include a new sidewalk. They'll be power washing all their buildings and revamping their parking lots. They should be done in the next few weeks. Jury selection gains momentum for a man charged in a toddler's death. Anthony Myers was charged with murder and endangering the life of 2-year-old Tanaya Barnes. Tanaya was found dead in a Decatur home last year. She died from cold exposure, dehydration, malnourishment, and neglect. Her mother, Wonka Davis, pleaded guilty to her murder. She's serving a 20-year sentence. Well, first responders are urging people to be careful in the water this summer. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers says drownings are up 47% in June of this year compared to last June. Experts say more people are taking to ponds, lakes, and rivers because those pools and beaches are closed. But those bodies of water can be dangerous even for those seasoned swimmers.
If you're under 13, anytime a boat's moving, you have to have a life jacket on. So we just ask people keep that in mind. Even good swimmers can struggle if they fall in the water. Maybe they're injured, hit their head. Maybe they've had a couple drinks on the boat that day. So we recommend even good swimmers always wear a life jacket.
And Illinois law also requires you to wear a personal flotation device when you're water skiing.
Sleeping is tonight going to be, I would say, overall relatively still comfortable if you're trying to open up the windows. The only thing is you might have to turn on the ceiling fan to go along with it because we're only dipping down more so into the mid-60s. A few of us will be in the lower 60s throughout the night. So conditions might become a bit more comfortable as you get late past the midnight hour, and then heading on into early tomorrow morning should be a relatively nice start before more of those clouds, more of the heat, humidity, and the storms begin to take over on into more of your afternoon on Wednesday. Pretty sunny start, though, here across Ford County, Gibson City. Good morning to us. Your roofing dog, INET, Gibson Area Hospital weather camera. We are currently sitting more around the low to mid-60s this morning. Just updated to 69 in Springfield, around 70 in Davenport, 68 in Quincy. Showers and storms are off to the west, but look to remain off that way as we go here throughout the afternoon, with only a few passing clouds throughout the daytime hours. And as we head into the night, I would say a lot more of those clear skies around for that time too. We'll go into the day tomorrow, though, and we'll start to see that area of storms start to head its way more overhead for us, and there are more storm chances later into the week with a lot more heat. We'll talk about that when we look at your 7-day forecast coming up in a few. Mac?
All right, thank you, Adam. Well, in-person and mixed or virtual learning, those are the options Champaign educators are debating this week when it comes to sending students and teachers back into the classroom this fall. WCIA 3's Karina Rubio joins us live in Champaign this morning with an idea of how these options will affect you and your family. Karina.
Yeah, Mac, it's safe to say that most playgrounds will probably look a lot like this. Pretty empty once school starts back up this fall, and with so much unpacked in last night's board meeting, there's a lot of lingering questions left for faculty members and parents. There was a lot of talk about the students that the ISBE says falls into the triage of education delivery. That includes students with IEPs and 504 plans, English learners, children under 13, and students without internet, as well as those students who typically benefit from additional in-person instruction. Some people argued those students should be the first to get back into the classroom, but others said, well, that's ideal in meeting their needs. It still puts them and even teachers at risk.
Putting them in the building. How does it look if, to them, not necessarily to us or to the outsider, how does it feel to be those students in that room? They notice that their classmates, whom they were in class with 6 short months ago, are not there.
With the tentative school schedule putting elementary versus middle and high school students inside the classroom at different days, parents also asked the question, what do you do when it comes to setting up different childcare plans if you work and have kids in different grades? Now, Superintendent Susan Zola is set to have a press conference later this afternoon, so if you still have some concerns or lingering questions, make sure you send them in to us via email or a message on Facebook, and we will work to get some answers for you. Live in Champaign, Karina Rubio, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
An employee in the Mount Pulaski School District is now self-quarantined. The employee tested positive for COVID-19 after coming into contact with other staff members and students. Everyone who was in contact has been notified, and they aren't allowed to be in those school activities for 2 weeks or until they test negative. There's also a new problem for college students with disabilities. U of I is closing accessible rooms at one of their dorms because of the pandemic. In a statement, the U of I said it will close Beckwith Residential Support Services for the fall semester. That means about 20 rooms on the first floor of the Nugent Hall will not be available. The school couldn't recruit and train additional specialized staff members to safely reopen the support services because of COVID-19. They will move forward on a semester-by-semester basis. Well, one library is cleaning because of the coronavirus. An employee at the Danville Public Library tested positive. The library director says the worker had minimal contact with the public, and that library will reopen on Thursday. New this morning, public health officials are announcing 24 new COVID-19 cases in Sangamon County. That brings the total to more than 550 people in that area, with at least 34 of those cases being deadly. 372 people have recovered from the virus. 146 are currently isolated, and 3 people are now recovering in the hospital. And the state announced 883 new cases. There have been nearly 155,000 total in Illinois. The positivity rate is currently sitting at 3%, and 6 more people have died for a total of nearly 7,200. New this morning, another City of Springfield employee has tested positive for COVID-19, and officials say that person works in the Public Works garage. This comes after 2 other employees from the same department tested positive last week. However, the most recent employee to test positive was not at work last week. Officials say 2 out of those 3 people traveled out of the state before testing positive. And construction will start on a Dollar General store in Oriana this week. It will be near the northeast corner of Burgess Street and Route 48. The store is expected to open sometime this fall. And that's going to wrap up the morning show right here on WCIA. But coming up, when we make the switch to WCIX for the 7 o'clock hour of the morning show, which leagues will start practicing next month? A closer look at the world of sports and how athletes are responding. But before that, let's get one last check of the forecast with Adam. Hey, Adam.
Hey there, Mac. A lot of sunshine still ahead for us today. It's going to become a bit more cloudy tomorrow, and that's going to bring in the best chances of rain that we have throughout the week. But chances are not going to be small as we go later into the week because we'll have all this heat and humidity around, and that's going to help to develop more of those pop-up thunderstorms throughout the afternoon. After we get into Friday, it looks like it will be a while before we see the 80s again for highs, as a lot of us will stay in the 90s and get even farther into the 90s for highs, with heat indices closer to 100 and lows in the 70s. We got a chance of severe weather too tomorrow. We'll talk about that on WCIX, so join us over there. Have a great Tuesday.